One man versus another man in a truck. Who will be the winner? That's right, the truck absolutely shagged both of them. At least I don't have anyone to report. Can't report a truck. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it. So I thought I'd include that. I love it when I potato out massively. Makes for a great intro. I want to talk to you about tactics. Now, specifically something to do with Final Circle, and it's something I think people get wrong all the time. Not every situation is tactical. Like, you're hot dropping, there are tactics involved, but the primary driving force is who gets the best gun first, and they win. What I want to talk to you about today is a Final Circle, and I want to break down something that I find very interesting, and that is there's a ridge line down the middle of this Final Circle. And it's very, very important to recognize opportunities when they come on the left-hand side, open ground and uphill. On the right-hand side of this line, you have a ridge line area that you can hide underneath and peek and poke. And that's what's going to basically win me the game, is great use of terrain and recognizing it early. I'm on record many times as saying I like upslope, and that's because I'm an FPP player. But when you're playing TPP, there is a big difference between upslope and top of hill. Now, top of hill is what I'm really talking about when I say I like the top. I like the upslope, because then you can peek over the ridge and you can fire down. But if you look at this Final Circle, there is no ridge up there. There is quite simply just a big flat open expanse. The only terrain cover, apart from the rocks, is the cover that you can get from hiding just underneath the ridgeline on the downslope. So for me, that is the most important bit of real estate on the entire map right now. Is that area I'm just crazily scoping in on, because I really want to know if there is anyone down there. Now, this is third person, so even on Vikendi, you get people hiding in that crappy, stubby, rust-coloured grass down there on the downslope. So I want to make sure, first and foremost, is there anyone coming in above me? And am I going to have to get any kind of worry from someone up this direction? So what I'll do is a bloke I killed earlier. I'm going to head right up to the top of this edge, this hill here, and just investigate a little, because I've got some time left, right? And I also want to make sure that I'm not misreading terrain, that there is no other option there. And I've looked at it and I'm like, man, that is a bad circle to be on the upslope. Now, the reason I don't like the upslope in this situation is it's just a wide open area. You might have a rock up there, that's all well and good that you're behind, but if the circle goes low, then you are forced to actually run down a wide open hill. Whereas if I can dominate this low ridgeline area here, then I have great cover from anyone up top. And because I'm in third person, I can still peek. Now, I've slowed this down, and I just want to use it to illustrate exactly what I'm talking about. There is another structure at the top of that hill to the north. You can see that. I'm expecting there to be people coming down from that direction. Pretty obvious, right? I mean, it feels that way to me. So I'm just boosting up, even though this last boost is a complete waste of time. I'm just boosting up. And I'm really just shedding that nervous energy while I look around. I've already made my decision, but I want to just take the last little bits of the circle and figure it out. The other thing I'm doing here is moving in on the edge of the circle. Now, I've talked about this a lot, but in third person, it's really important. If you have a specific area in mind and you wait till the last moment, the circle will quite often scare people into moving first. And that can allow you to get shots on people who are not really... they've not got their thinking caps on, as they like to say in junior school. The other thing that I find interesting is third person... People are so used to playing... There we go. There's someone having to run in on that downslope. Like, horrible day for them. Really bad day for them. And we get the win there because, I mean, he could have hooked around and engaged me down in those houses, but I basically played the terrain better than he did. But one of the things about third person, not that guy notwithstanding, is people get used to playing on Erangel and Sanok, right? They end up on Vikendi and Miramar, and they've got absolutely no tactical sense. None. They lie down. There's another bloke I can see moving northwest. He's up there, I just saw, but then I hear something else much closer to the west, and there is, in fact, another guy who is lying down. It's a wide open field of snow. He's got a white ghillie suit on, and he's relying on that to actually get him through, rather than engaging someone that he knows is there. Now, this is just smoke for me to generally see if anyone pops out. Oh, hello. Thanks very much. Pre-fire. Shred it. Thank you. So, a lot of people don't have the ability to really think outside of crawling around in the grass. And that's a great advantage. It's one of the reasons I've actually enjoyed playing this TPP solo mode, is it gives me what I think is a big edge. Anyway, I digress. So you can see now I'm going to actually lay some smoke because I've looked around the circle and the only place I'm really worried about now is directly to my north. I've cleared the guys that were above me in the circle, and I'm now running in low. And I'm running through those patches of grass and jumping up just to make sure there's no Muppets around in them. And I am nearly 100% certain that these last couple of patches of grass are going to have people sitting in them. They just can't help themselves. People are so hopeless when it comes to using the terrain. Like, look where I am. I've got proactive, crawling in on the edge of a circle. Like, stop it, you grubs. I've been proactive now. Someone's thrown a molly, okay? There's only one place it could have come from. I mean, look where that Molotov is. It has not reached me. Obviously, it's going to be coming from those... I mean, like... Second gren's the charm. And I've gone low. And look at how much real estate I've taken up. How much cover I've got. I'm the only guy left with cover. Everyone else, you got nothing. You've got grass. That's what you've got. And if grass is all you're going to rely on, then you deserve to come second. And the main point of this is get out early. Look at the map. If there is a low ridgeline and you're in TPP, you can peak that ridgeline like I am here. I'm completely mobile. I'm completely covered. And now I'm putting my smokes out. I mean, I save these smokes for the end of the game for a reason. We chuck another one just in case. And then we're basically moving up, looking around, seeing if we can see the last bloke. Those smokes have got me covered on the other edge. There he is. Ghillie suit, lying down. Pre-fire. I really, really think that someone needs to reach out to the TPP population and educate them on playing on maps that don't have grass, because they freak the hell out on Vikendi and Miramar. I've run up and had some really good gunfights in those situations, but man, oh man, it's not that good. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm Bushka. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you so much for watching the channel. We'll have more live streams, more giggle, more fun coming up. So stick around, and if you have any particular videos you'd like to see, let me know, and I'll pop them on up. Until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.